The city was busy, like every other morning, with people walking fast, coffee cups in their hands, minds already crowded with deadlines, unpaid bills, unfinished conversations, and thoughts they didn't have time to face. While traffic noise filled the streets, but no one was truly listening to anything around them. In the middle of that rush sat an old man named Daniel, a man close to 70, holding no sign, asking for no help, making no effort to be noticed, just sitting quietly as if he had nowhere else to go and nothing left to prove to the world. His clothes were simple, his posture calm, and his eyes carried something unusual, neither hope nor defeat, but a quiet understanding that made him seem untouched by the chaos moving around him. Every morning, Michael, a man in his early 40s, passed through this street on his way to work, always well dressed, always in a hurry, always feeling late even when he wasn't, his mind endlessly replaying the same problems again and again without ever finding real answers. That morning, for reasons he couldn't explain, Michael slowed down, looked at Daniel longer than he meant to, and spoke without thinking too much, asking if sitting there like this really changed anything at all. Daniel looked up slowly, with no anger and no offense in his expression, only calm, and replied softly that not everything that changes needs to look busy from the outside. Michael frowned because it wasn't the answer he expected, and almost trying to convince himself, he replied that thinking doesn't fix reality. Daniel paused for a moment before answering that reality never changes when the same thinking keeps repeating itself. Michael said nothing, left some money behind, and walked away, but the words stayed with him longer than the traffic noise, and longer than the sounds of the office he returned to. At work, staring at his screen, Michael realized something uncomfortable, that he complained about his life while repeating the same habits every single day, expecting different results without changing anything inside himself. The next morning, he stopped again, and this time he didn't question Daniel, only admitting quietly that yesterday's words had not left his head. Daniel nodded and replied that it meant Michael had truly heard them. Michael sat down nearby without checking his phone, without rushing, without pretending to be busy, and admitted that even though he had everything people said he should want, it still felt empty. Daniel answered calmly that most people try to fix the outside world while carrying the same thoughts that broke them in the first place, offering no preaching and no advice, just truth. Days passed, and though they didn't talk much, something inside Michael slowly began to change. Not his job, not his income, but the way he thought about his own life. One morning Daniel wasn't there, and Michael waited longer than usual, only to find the spot completely empty. Standing there alone, Michael finally understood that some people don't stay to change your life. They stay just long enough to change your direction. He walked away on the same street, in the same city, toward the same routine, but with a quieter mind following him. Because sometimes life doesn't change when circumstances change. It changes when the way you look at them does.